welcome back to another episode of Mixing with Robin. This is one of my favorite appetizers, and let me tell you how it came to be. I was giving a big birthday party for my youngest son, and people just kept showing up, and I had made a bunch of Mexican food, tacos and everything, and the food was just disappearing. So I scrambled in my pantry to grab some things to try and make food stretch through the end of the night. And this is what I pulled out. I thought, I have a can of my favorite Rosarita Refried Beans. So this became our favorite, has been for probably at least close to 20 years. And we absolutely love it. So I found Rosarita Refried Beans and Rotel, one of my favorites. I add this to numerous dishes that I make, but my favorite is hot, because when you add the hot to the beans, the heat kind of goes away a little bit. So I like my food a little more spicy. If you're not a real spicy person, you can always just put the regular Rotel or even the mild. They make a mild Rotel that is really good. And here's how we step it up another notch for those of you that love your food hot. This is my ultimate favorite chili. This is called Hatch Green Chili, and it's made by Bueno. And again, I don't get paid to tell you that. I'm going to tell you that it is the best chopped green chili ever. I have been cooking with this chili for like 30 some years, and I absolutely love it. It comes already chopped and ready to go, and I love the juice. It makes the best shredded beef and green chili, and I will just dump a good amount into it, and then you're going to just keep mixing it until the beans become really soft and creamy. The Rotel gets mixed in really well, and you just let it get to a point where it starts to bubble a little bit. But be careful, because refried beans, when you're heating them up on the stove, have a tendency to pop, kind of like spaghetti sauce when you're cooking it up on the stove. So just stir it until it gets to this consistency, and you've got all those yummy green chilies in there, the Rotel with the tomatoes. The color is absolutely perfect, and you can just have your favorite tortilla chips. You can make homemade tortilla chips if you like. I prefer buying just one of my favorite tortilla chips for the easiness of it. You don't have no muss, no fuss. You continue to get that to a heated point, and then you take and put in a brick of cream cheese. Soften it, make sure it's either at room temperature or softened really good, warmed up, because otherwise you spend a lot of time trying to get the chunks of cream cheese to melt really good for you. So into the beans it goes, and I have a friend who makes this, and she just dumps everything in a crock pot. So those of you who are into easy breezy, dump it into your crock pot, put the lid on, stir it every once in a while. I am kind of a traditionalist a lot of times. I just like to fill the spoon, the pan. I like everything going in because I love cooking. So that part I love. But I have been known to throw it in a crock pot too if I'm in a crunch for time. So that is it. A little bit of garlic salt, and let me give you another clue that you can add to this. Sometimes if you need to thin it, maybe sometimes your beans don't have as much liquid in the can and they end up being just a little thicker than you thought. All you've got to do is pop open a little carton of chicken broth, and I will pour maybe a quarter cup in, stir it in. It adds just a touch of flavor, and then it extends your beans a little bit so they're not as thick. But most of the time you're fine with this. And also right at the end, I will add a couple of really good handfuls of sharp grated cheese. Throw it in, and then just forget about it. And then just serve it with your chips and the chips with your bean dip, and you will love it. My family has loved this forever. So enjoy, I hope you enjoy it. Okay, our bean dip all finished, and I promise you, you can serve it as simple as this on a plate, fill your bowl with the bean dip, add a little handful of cheese like I've added here, and then throw your favorite chips on. I promise you, you will absolutely love this dip. Every place I've ever taken it, people have loved it. So what I'd really like you to do for me is put in the likes if you like it, and put in the comments. Let me know what people think of it. Put comments down and tell me how you liked it. And I promise you, if you will add the Bueno chopped green chili, and let me tell you, you have to find it in the frozen food section of your grocery store. Not every grocery store carries it, but the majority of them do. And it comes in hot, medium, and mild. I always will get the hot because that's just me. But you can get the mild, and it has the absolute best roasted Hatch green chili flavor. Hatch green chilies are my ultimate favorite. You cannot go wrong. But please make this dip, have it for your Super Bowl party. Enjoy it with your family and friends, and please comment and subscribe to our channel. Let us know how we're doing and what you think of the dip, okay? And always remember, every day is not going to be a good day, but there is good in every day. So go find the good and then share it.